Hey man, quick question for you, bro. Is this your Lamborghini?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's Jay Waller. What's good, buddy?
I graduated college in 2009. I always knew I wanted to have a business, and so I just started, man. I just got to it.
What's the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
I built the business from the ground up, 13 years, 2 months, and I sold the business for $115 million. That G-Wagon right there, this Cullinan, the mortgage on this $20 million home right here is paid for by passive income.
Yeah, my company, we've done a little over $35 million in the past year. We're valued at about $140 million right now. So I think from a young age, I've had like just a different way of thinking. In school, I hated it. I sucked at school, but I always knew like how to sell. You need to learn how to sell. Without sales, there is no money.
I'd rather a billion followers than $1 billion because with 250,000 followers, I'm bringing in 9 digits in revenue.
What has been the most amount of money that you've ever made in a
You
single
doing
year?
full
Yeah, you know what, man? Just get in the fucking car.
All right, you guys, if you've ever been to Miami, Florida, you know that there are more supercars on the road than in any other city. But what do these people do? Well,
Not
today we're
Dubai.
going to be asking these 7, 8, and 9-figure
Oh
entrepreneurs.
yeah, shout out
how
him
they
by the
became
way. Shout out the School of Hard Knocks, my brother. Shout out you, brother.
successful and how you can start your path to becoming wealthy in today's world.
I need to go to the Yams. I've never been to the Yams before.
All right, you guys, we are in one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in all of Miami, Florida. We have a very special surprise for you. We're here at Eric Spofford's house. He's a 9-figure entrepreneur. He sold a company for over $100 million, has an 8-figure real estate portfolio, and invited us out to his house to give us some game for all the young entrepreneurs out there. Let's see what Eric has to say. How you doing, Eric?
I've been in a lot of industries. You know, my original industry was dealing drugs. I was in a life of crime and addiction and street life, throwing.
Please hear this nigga's story. Like, yo, he goes into more detail on this on his channel, bro. Yo, if this nigga can get rich, you can too, bro. This nigga was down bad on his dick. He was in the hood. He was homeless for a little bit. Like, young, bro, if he can do this shit, y'all could. There's no difference between him and y'all. It's just mindset, bro. I swear.
Up, and that's honestly where I learned a lot about business. I started dealing drugs at 10 years old, 5th grade. Yeah, I was selling weed at 5th grade. It didn't work out for me like it doesn't work out for most people. So I got sober, changed my life at 21 years old back in 2006, and then I got into drug addiction treatment. And so I went from being a drug addict and selling drugs to helping people get sober and change their lives. And then alongside that, real estate. And now real estate is a main focus of mine.
What has been the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
A little more than $100 million.
$100 million.
Yeah.
Dude, what happened that
Yeah.
how were you able to-
I built the business from the ground up, 13 years, 2 months from the moment that I started it as a 23-year-old kid. Then what was I, 35 or 36, something like that, when I sold that business. And I sold the business for $115 million to a private equity-backed strategic company. And then I also sold off a lot of the underlying real estate assets that I had developed for probably, I don't know, 40 million.
What's been the best financial advice that you've ever received? If there's one
I'm gonna give it to you right now. I'm gonna give you the fucking key. These guys should pay me and you should pay them for what I'm about to give you. This is the difference between the wealthy people and people that are fucking poor. You are gonna go out and focus on how to make income. You need to make money. I don't care if that's through starting a cleaning business, starting a business that comes to these nice homes in Miami and picks up the dog shit, if that's from doing solar. I don't care how you do it. Most people, like, they understand this concept. I need to make money. I need to make hundreds of thousands, millions a year. That's the goal. This is where everybody goes wrong. They make the money and then they take the money and they burn it on lifestyle. They make $1 million.
That's the thing, bro. I'm telling y'all, and I promise y'all this, bro. Dog, if you see me spending money like, oh, I'm getting this pair of clothes, I'm getting this pair of shoes, I'm getting this car, yada yada, that is a smidgen of my income, bro. I'm living below my means for a while. I'm probably still gonna be in my mom's crib for a little bit. And people gonna be like, oh, why are you in your mom's crib and you're making 20, 30K a month, nigga? Cause I'm saving, bro. Nigga, live below your means, bro. This shit that you see right here, him flexing, him doing all this, bro, that is a smidgen of his income, bro. And just imagine how much money he makes if having a G-Wagon, a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and a mortgage on a $20 million house and jewelry and all that. Imagine how much he's making.
with kids in solar sales over and over and over again. They make $1 million or $2 million in a year, and they take that money and they go buy the cars and they go on the trips and they book the PJs, the private jets, and they're at Poppy Steak and Carbone, and they got the girls and they got all this shit, right? And they're living a good life. The discipline of the financial discipline and the patience to take that money and instead of being excited and going and living this life and buying all these things, you invest it into cash flowing, appreciating assets.
Gold,
my vehicle right
silver,
now is Section 8 real estate. Buying houses in areas.
What else? Crypto, all that, bro.
At a very low rate and getting insane cash returns. We're fucking printing money with this, right? But I'm taking the money that I earned, that I hustle, and I'm putting it into this real estate. And then the real estate is paying me. And then I'm going out and I'm buying that G-Wagon. That G-Wagon right there, this Cullinan, the mortgage on this $20 million home right here is paid for by passive income. It's paid for by free cash flow because the money that I made, I invested it properly, and then it pays me for lifetime. And so
shout out him,
like
bro.
Do you want to have a pile of money or a river of money? Because when you have a pile of money, you're going to spend it and it goes down and you're going to go
a free-flowing river, bro.
You're going to go replace it. When you have an ever-flowing river of money because you had the financial discipline that I just talked about, the right coaches, the right mentors, and the right advice to make the right moves, then you can go out and you can fuck the money off all you want, right? Your mailbox money hits the bank, the government, Section 8, the federal government sends you all your rent payments. You can go out, blow it on the trip, blow it on the clothes, blow it on the girl. You fit me, not on the girl. It's back, and it's gonna be back every month over month for the rest of your fucking life.
Eric, thank you so much.
Yeah, love, bro.
All I gotta say is
shout
that
out
interview
Eric,
with
man.
Eric might have been one of
is
the
a
craziest
G.
interviews
with
I've ever done in my life from a perspective of value and the amount of game he dropped for the entrepreneurs. That's a 9-figure entrepreneur. Jack, what are your thoughts on that interview? You watched the whole thing. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, it's super inspiring just to see him be able to tell his story. You know, he went from drug and alcohol addiction, being able to develop a business that could actually help people, and ended up selling that thing for 9 figures. At the end of the day, he pointed out the blueprint for how you get wealthy, man. Stop spending the money once you make it. You have to get income. It's all about the vehicle. Warren Buffett talks about the vehicle. And instead of spending that money, you got to put it into cash flowing assets like real estate that are going to pay you passive income over and over and over again. Keep building that portfolio so when you wake up in the morning, you get $10,000 that just hit your iPhone, straight passive income, and that's how you know you're fucking rich. Let's go.
Excuse me, bro. Quick question for you, man. Is this your Lamborghini?
Yeah, this is mine.
How are you able to afford a Lamborghini out in Miami, Florida?
I've been an entrepreneur for the past decade. I've started and scaled quite a bit of companies, and I now manage with my team about 800 e-commerce stores on Amazon.
What has been the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
Yeah, my company, we've done a little over $35 million in the past year. We're valued at about $140 million. So that's the funny thing, you know, like people always ask, how much money do you make? But at the end, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. And number two, it's not just about what's your cash flow, it's what's the valuation. Because a lot of people just think like, oh, I want to make 100 grand a month, but they don't think in 3 years I want to exit for 100 million. Because you would give up 100K a month if you could know in 3 years you're going to sell for 100 million,
yeah.
Right? So it's a little bit of a different.
Hey, bro, shout out this thing, by the way, because you know how many people he probably walked up to and said no, and he still kept going? That's a lesson for life, bro. Keep going.
And running a business.
When it comes to the way that people look at money, what would you say is the biggest difference that separates the middle class from the wealthy?
Well, besides the hard work and like going out and taking
the risk and all that stuff,
I've seen it, and it's their belief systems.
Like,
so
people have such a weird, like, I have to change my beliefs on money. Like, yo, money is made up. Money, I'm not trying to get spiritual in here, but money is just a vibration. It's just a frequency, bro. Higher your frequency, more money you get, bro. Like, and people think it's so hard to make money. In the grand scheme of things, it's not. It's not. It's not hard to make tons of money. It's just certain things like school, maybe your parents, things of that nature have taught you, hey, yo, it's hard to make money. No, it's not. You know that saying, oh, money doesn't grow on trees? It may not, but that shit getting printed out like it do. You feel me? There's so much money to be made everywhere, man. For real.
Right? So when I was young, I didn't think having a Lamborghini was crazy. I didn't think making millions of dollars was crazy. That was not the reality I put inside my head. Now, most of society puts this traditional box system of I got to go to college, make 100 grand a year, and that's their belief system. So anything outside of that, like making millions of dollars, becomes a very hard reality for them to understand. And so if you can just see money from a different viewpoint and not have any emotion towards it, all of a sudden you'll see how much easier it is, because it's not being put on a pedestal and you're not like, oh, it's so hard to get. It just becomes an everyday.
Money is like girls in a way. You put girls on a pedestal, they really ain't gonna want you, twin. But if you don't give a fuck about them, that's when they start coming. That's the same thing with money, bro. You put money on a high pedestal, like, oh, bro, I need this, bro. Chill. Right now, bro, I don't really care about money, to be honest. I have a mission here. I'm trying to make people laugh, make people smile, things of that nature. The money gonna come, but I don't really care about it.
Life.
What's been the best financial advice that you ever received throughout your lifetime that you'd pass on to the younger generation today?
Well, specifically for young people, it's the power of the compounding effect, right? Specifically, what one of my mentors has helped me set up is called overfunded whole life insurance policies, where you actually get to become your own bank. In a sense, you invest money into the market, you get it to compound, but then you can actually take collateralized debt against it tax-free. And so instead of just using your money once, like buying a Lamborghini, you put it in an IUL first, and then you actually get to pull out 80 to 90% LTV on that loan. And then your money still sits in there and compounds. And so setting that up, I think, is really important. And then you can start doing other fun, crazy shit like buying Lamborghinis.
I love it. You've got a beautiful Lamborghini.
I'm about to save this video because I'm definitely gonna use that when I start getting money, man.
You say to someone out there who's aspiring to own a car like this their own someday, like,
but you need to learn how to stay optimistic through the failures, because you will fail way more than you win.
Yeah.
And a lot of times those failures start getting to your head and you eventually quit because you don't think that this is right for you. When I was 18 years old, I remember I was driving to Las Vegas. I'll tell you a quick story. I was driving to Las Vegas with my family. I decided not to go to college, and they had told me, because I was looking at these deserted houses out there, I said, man, who would ever live out there? They said, Ryan, if you don't go to college, you're gonna live out there one day. And I remember envisioning me one day traveling, living the life of my dreams, driving a Ferrari,
and not going to college.
No idea how I was going to get there, but I just knew it. I truly believed it. And so the funny thing when I got this Lamborghini is I was on a business trip in Vegas, and there was this full circle moment where I remembered when I was 18, and so I went to this exotic dealer, and I was going to buy a Ferrari, but there was just too good of a deal on this Aventador, which is also, something I've been wanting. So I said, fuck it, let's buy it. And now my 18-year-old self is like, fuck yeah, Ryan, we did it.
Hey, bro, y'all see me talking about, because I'm just soaking all this in, bro. Like, bro, these people are inspirational, bro. This guy that's doing the interviews, him with the Lambo, Ryan Sparkman from earlier, dog. These niggas are inspirational. I swear.
And final thing, you need to learn how to sell. Without sales, there is no money, right? Sales at the end of the day is taking one piece of value that you might have and someone paying money for it. That's all it is. It's not hard at all. For instance, there's a kid behind me. He wants to sell me on listening to one of his rap songs. Now, am I in the mood for rap right now? I actually am. So I'm gonna pay him for the value that he's gonna bring me. So you have to learn how to sell value that people will pay big money for. All right, let's hear it. I wanna hear what you got. Come on.
I started grinding, I had to get up off my ass, been focused on my future, can't be worried with my past. And the next bitch I get, I promise gonna be my last. Fuck on my old hoes, I tell niggas stay mad, and I know that I done did it, don't need for me to brag. Ain't chill about no bitch, I already done had all this love to advance.
Hold on, brother, you doing good, but hey, he probably a little nervous right now. Don't be stiff, bro. Breathe in, breathe out, brother. Stay relaxed, man.
A girl kinda fat, I started chasing money, had to put it in the stash.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
You 12 years old?
Yeah.
Never, ever give up. Every day just grind and believe in yourself. You got that, my man. Keep it going.
Go,
yes,
bro.
sir.
Never give up on your dreams, bro.
I told you.
Thank you.
shout out to that boy Ryan, man. He made over $30 million with his company in a single
Bruh, he don't
year.
even realize that boy. Yo, he probably went home and just went to the store and started going crazy. He probably gonna be next up. Y'all gonna see that little kid in a couple years, man. I
One of
swear.
the most beautiful Lamborghini Aventadors I've ever seen in my entire life, and gave some great game and value for all the entrepreneurs out there. Let's keep this Miami video going and let's go get this next one. All right, you guys, so we are at one of the nicest luxury.
Oh my gosh. 812 super fast. That's mine, bro. I'm telling you, that's mine. That 812 super fast is mine. That's not even crazy to get. That 812 Superfast is mine. That shit is mine, bro.
Miami, Florida, and my man's right here just pulled up in the Ferrari. We're gonna go up to him. He's got the window down. We're gonna try and get some free game. Figure out how he was able to afford a Ferrari out in Miami, Florida. Excuse me, bro. A question for you, man. Is this your Ferrari?
It is, yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I sell watches and jewelry, bro, and cars too.
Actually,
Yeah,
and how long have you been a business owner for?
5 years now.
What's the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
We generate over 9 digits in revenues every single year, which is over $100 million a year.
Is it cool we asked you a few questions outside of the car?
Get it, bro. Sorry.
Let's go.
So what's your name, man?
James, bro.
I've
James.
seen you, I think, on social media. Yeah.
My man. Have you always been a business owner, right? Did you ever work a job, or what were you doing before you started
I
your
worked
business?
hella jobs, bro. I worked at least 6,
Well, that
7
M5
jobs.
kinda
Every
nice, my
summer
bad.
I'd be busy.
I'm looking at cars.
I'd never just be chilling at home playing video games. And I was always driven. Like, I had friends that, like, I grew up around, like, a lot of rich people. My parents are very well off. Yeah. But I was not spoiled. So being around so much nice stuff, I would always see nice cars. My dad never, even though he had the money, he would never put me in a nice car. I'd drive a Toyota RAV4 when I lived in St. Martin. And yeah, just surrounding yourself with people who have more and people doing good things, it really motivates you. And for me, I had a lot of friends doing great, and I was just in school. I had 3K in my account. I was like, I gotta do some shit.
Yeah. What's the biggest thing that you've implemented throughout your skill set as a business owner in this industry to really stand out from the competition?
Social media and marketing, bro, for sure. Guys, I say it all the time. I'd rather 1 billion followers than $1 billion, because with 1 billion followers, I think I can make $1 billion annually. No cap. Because with 250,000 followers, and I rely very heavily on social media, I'm bringing in 9 digits in revenue.
What's been the best?
Social media is power, bro. I need to get back on my TikTok and YouTube Shorts, Joan, bro. I swear. I need to.
Advice that you've ever received throughout your lifetime?
A lot of
the
people are
views,
gonna
bro. I need
hate
to get
this
back on
shit,
that,
but
man.
I believe to not worry about spending and just worry about making more has helped me get wealthy. You know, like if I was worried about, like I used to be, all the small expenses, checking my credit card bill super tediously, I feel like I wouldn't be here. I worry about the big picture now. When I have employees like, hey, I want to spend this on this, and like I try not to be cheap. If it's needed, we do it, and I just focus on making more. I make sure everyone's happy and everyone's in the right mindset to just go pump out those sales, you know?
Cool, my man.
W mans, bro.
Man,
That
this
812
Miami
is
video's
super
been
clean.
absolutely insane. But I want you to comment down below who's been your favorite interview and why. We love making this content for you guys, so be sure
Ryan Spofford, so far.
to like and subscribe. But with that being said, let's get back to these interviews. Excuse me, man. Quick question for you, bro.
Never mind. Jay Wallace in that
What
joke.
do you do
Actually,
for
no.
construction and real
JK.
estate? I graduated college in 2009. I always knew I wanted to have a business, and so I just started, man. I just got to it.
How long have you been an entrepreneur for?
Right at 15 years.
What's the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year as a business owner?
We'll do 30 million in revenue. I'll probably make about 5 M.
How did you go from making 6 to 7 figures in your business to go from 7 to 8 figures? What's the secret to scaling?
Well, I always say one big important secret to scaling is not quitting. A lot of people jump from one business to the other because they get their ass handed to them. If you can stay in the same business and take the punches enough times to see them coming, you can start to dodge them and get your licks in. And I think for me, man, is I always kept the main thing. I burned the boats. I didn't go starting a million different businesses. And even if I did start a little side hustle here or there, I put the majority of my energy into one tree that I was watering, and it bared fruit. And now that it's bearing fruit, now we're just racking up everywhere.
Yes,
You're
sir.
asking business owners their advice to young entrepreneurs. Could we ask you a few questions for the channel?
Yeah, you know what, man? Just get in the fucking car.
Let's get it, man. I appreciate you. How have you
WJ Waller, man.
Big deals, landing big clients over the last 15 years as an entrepreneur. What's the secret to selling?
When it comes to selling, especially in construction or any very like industry specific thing, you need to be able to sell with conviction. You need to be able to look a man in the eye and tell him, I'm gonna hit your schedule. You're not gonna have to worry about any bullshit. We are the best people for this job. Send me a fucking contract. And I've done it like that. I've called a guy up and he'll be like, you're $10,000 high. I say, cool, I'll give you 5, send me a deal. And because they know that you're gonna get the job done, they'll give you that deal even sometimes when you're higher. Because they can't afford for the schedule to drag out, because that's gonna cost more and cost of money on the construction debt than it would if they hired the guy that was 10 grand cheaper than you. So being able to sell with conviction, I always say that you need to believe in your product so much that you truly believe that if you do not sell to that person, you are fucking them over. That's how much you should believe in your product. When you can believe in your product like that, then there is nothing that's gonna stop you from selling, because you know, and they can see that conviction in your eyes, and you're like, you know what, this is the right guy for me.
What is your best self-improvement advice for the younger generation out there?
As unpopular as it might be, get your ass in shape. When you walk in a room, people treat you differently. When you tell somebody that you can do something, they believe you because you're walking around displaying discipline. Let me show you something. Give me this hand. You see that? That says something to me when I see it.
Hey, bro, he grabbed his hand. He grabbed his hand.
They believe you because you're walking.
Look at the way he grabbed his hand, man. Hey.
Let me show you something. Give me this hand. You see that? That says something to me when I see it. that means you've been working. So I know when you want to come talk to me that you are worth talking about because you're not just some fucking punk. You're actually working hard trying to get your life together. I respect that. It's hard not to respect a person that's in shape. All across all the entire world, no matter what language.
The only person who I don't respect that's in shape is Zerka.
What business? If a man walks in a room and he's put together and you can tell that he's put his body through pain and he's built his body up, it's impossible not to respect it. I could hate the person and be like, but I respect him.
We're sitting here in Justin Waller's Lamborghini. This took hard work. This did not come overnight. For someone who's watching this right now, a young 20-year-old kid, they're aspiring to become successful like you. A lot of people look up to you. You know, you're a lot of people's role model. What would you say is the blueprint to becoming a millionaire in today's world?
Try your best to stay sober if you're young. And I drink and smoke cigars and do all that other stuff, but not my 20s I didn't. I built that whole fucking thing before I even started doing that. Put yourself around other people that are on the same mission as you, even if you have to do that on the internet in a chat room somewhere, because you're gonna get a lot of noise from people that don't understand you, and that's okay. Be kind to those people, especially because they're gonna be close to you. Still love them, but respectfully go your own direction and don't put yourself around them if they're not on the same path as you. Keep your body healthy. Everything else can just happen.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video.
Hey, bro. School of Hard Knocks, you my dog, bro. WU. Man. Watching these joints is really inspirational. I'm not gonna lie. You ain't see me do a lot of talking in this video because I was just soaking it all in, man. But it's been your boy Marso the Don. Look, come here. I believe in you. You can do anything. You want to be a YouTuber, do it. You want to be a Twitch streamer, do it. You want to do a Shopify business, go do it. You want to do drop shipping, go do it. You want to make a clothing brand, go do it. You want to be a rapper, go do it, man. I believe in you. You got to believe in yourself. And don't give up. No matter what you do, don't give up. Look at me. I ain't gonna lie. I've been seeing the views recently. You know, 2 views, sometimes no views, sometimes 4 views. Bro, like Justin Waller said, bro, I gotta take that shit on the punch. I gotta take that shit on the punch. So that way, when it comes back around again, I know how to weave. I know how to get my jabs in, man. I gotta keep on taking the punches, and it's okay because I know the big views are coming. I know the big views are coming. You don't see me on here, oh my god, I'm not getting enough views, and oh my god, it's no, bro, because I know the views are coming, bro. I know they're coming, bro. That's how confident I am in my content. That's how confident I am in what I do and what I bring to the table. And yeah, man. And you get to this point of where, like, you believe me. Like, people call it, oh, delusion. You kind of have to be delusional to be successful. But anyway, like, when you get to this point of where you just have full belief in yourself, bro, it's bliss, bro. It's peace, man. Because I know no matter what, I got me. If my friends don't got me, if my family don't got me, I got me, bro. I believe in myself so much, bro. So believe in yourself, bro. No matter what, man. Because I believe in you. You should believe in you. I'm telling you, bro. Marso the Don, the community, bro. We're gonna be successful, bro. I guarantee you, we're gonna be up there, bro. I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna be up there, man. I'm gonna be one of the best content creators in the world, bro. Mark my words. I love y'all. Mob squad up. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.